the schools. Today we have a special guest on the AMS show, Noah Davis, from the Solar Energy International, SEI. Solar in the Schools, SIS, is one of the several outreach programs run by the Carbondale-based nonprofit. Solar Energy International was founded in 1991 as a nonprofit educational organization to help others to use renewable energy resources and sustainable building technologies through education and technical assistance. In 2002, SEI added the Solar in the Schools K-12 outreach program in an effort to create more youth awareness about the need for wise energy use and renewable energy technologies. SIS continues to grow, providing interactive hands-on presentations in the classrooms during the school year and offered accredited week-long teacher training workshops in the summer. Solar in the Schools had a record year in 2011, reaching more than 4,000 students in total. Within the Roaring Fork Valley, we made 88 appearances, reaching 2,262 students. They also ran a week-long summer teacher training workshop. Welcome to the show, Noah.
Hi, it's good to be here.
Why is it important for today's middle school students to learn about renewable energy?
Energy is just a fascinating topic right now overall, and for people your age, it's going to have a huge impact over the course of your life. So a lot of decisions you make, like what career you might go into, or how you power your house, or how you power your car, you're going to need to know a lot about energy. And my generation, we only needed to know basically how to hook up to the utility grid and pay a small monthly bill. But your generation is going to have to know a whole lot more. So we're trying to kind of play catch up and bring the schools up to speed.
What kind of programs do you offer?
We do a lot of presentations in schools, mostly in the Roaring Fork Valley. And we do a lot of hands-on demos of all different kinds of energy technologies. And we try to put that technology into the kids' hands so you guys get a sense for how to make it work and what's really special about it.
How did you get started teaching about renewable energy as a climate change solution?
I was actually teaching in Australia in about 2006. I was teaching at middle school and high school in Australia. And the area that I lived in was going through a really terrible, elongated drought. And we had a lot of forest fires and huge problems, which were attributed by many people to climate change. And I had a good long think about it living through that and decided that from now on I'm going to teach renewable energy as a solution. Yeah.
What are some easy things kids can do to save energy?
It's amazing. I mean, the first thing you have to really do is be aware when you're using energy. So we just don't think about it. It's so cheap and easy for us to use energy that there's nothing really alarming to us about when we jump in a car and drive it or when we turn on a light switch. And so the best thing to do is just become aware of when you're using energy, period. And then there's two real ways to cut down on your energy use. The first one is any type of conservation, so that's turning light switches off, just not using energy when you don't need to use it. And then that can apply to just about anything. You can use less energy just by taking a shorter shower and not using energy that you didn't need to use. And then there's also efficiency, which is doing a job with less energy that you could have used more for. So we'll show a little demonstration with lighting here in a minute that explains efficiency and how you can use less energy that way.
What plans does your organization have for the future?
Well, we're an outreach program within a larger nonprofit called Solar Energy International. And the larger nonprofit is taking a larger role in developing curriculum and teaching adults how to design and install like solar electric systems, solar panels, and wind and those kinds of things. And our program, we started off as a totally local program only within the Roaring Fork Valley, and that's changing. We've been attending a lot of national conferences. There's a national movement to teach clean energy in the schools, and we've become a part of that. So it's really exciting to not just go into schools, but also to talk nationally about how this will be taught in the future. Yeah.
Tell us about the energy bike that you brought with you today.
All right. Well, this is an incredible machine. We'll just demonstrate it. Should I Should I start now, or you want me to talk about it a little bit first?
I think if you want to talk about it a little bit, or you can.
Oh, I can talk about it while we're going.
Julia Burwell has volunteered to demonstrate the bike for us.
All right. Now, hang on a second, Julia. So, which camera am I talking to? Oh, that one. So, this nifty machine, the energy cycle, this is a common teaching tool for teaching about energy, but this one is really a spectacular example of an energy cycle. We were funded last year. We were lucky to get funding from the Aspen Ski Co. Environment Foundation to build this one, so we just went all out and built one that does just about everything. So this is one of the demonstrations that you can do. This is demonstrates how difficult or easy it is to power different types of light bulbs in your house. So keep in mind that when you're using a light bulb, the type of energy you're looking for is light, which seems pretty obvious, but isn't always. So Julia, we'll have you light up 2 of these old school incandescent bulbs, if you would. So go ahead and pedal. You might have to go harder than that even. So standing up and cranking right now, if you look over here, you're making between about 50 and 70 watts of power. So these are operating a little under their rating of 50 watts apiece. Okay, you can stop. So how does that feel for the people out there who are watching?
It is very hard.
Very difficult. So these light bulbs would normally use about 100 watts, but you just can't sustain that. Most adults can only put out about 30 watts continuously. So it may come as a surprise to a lot of people that they couldn't power one light bulb in their house. But if you're using this type of light bulb, that's true. You couldn't even power just the one. So now we'll switch over and do 2 light bulbs, compact fluorescent type light bulbs. So go ahead. All right, you can see you're going a lot faster. It looks a lot easier. If you look over here, the 2 light bulbs together are using about 15 watts to stay lit up. Okay, you can stop. So how does that feel comparatively?
It's way more easier.
Yeah, it's way easier. So that's efficiency right there. It's easier, less energy to get the desired effect. So we may as well try the new kids on the block, which are LED bulbs. So this time you can power all 4 of these. All right, so you'll notice there's really not much effort going into this at all. All 4 of the bulbs are lit, and it's using about 5 watts to run all 4 bulbs. So you can stop again, Julia. So which type of light bulb would you have in your house, given your choice of these, now that you know?
Probably the 3rd one.
Yes. So these use about 1/16 the energy of this old energy hog over here. And these will no longer be for sale because they don't meet minimums of efficiency anymore. So these are becoming essentially illegal in the US. And they have been illegal in other countries for a while because they just waste so much energy. So I might do one more thing and just have you power one of these bulbs, just one. Go ahead. So go pretty hard for a minute. Okay, you can stop. Now grab that bulb. What do you feel?
It's warm.
Yeah, it's warm. So the type of energy we're looking for from this is light. The type of energy we're getting from this is heat. So that's waste energy. Most of the waste energy that we generate comes out in the form of heat. So this makes about 95% heat and about 5% light. So we don't want to be using these anymore. And this efficiency lesson, you can then translate that to anything that you do that uses energy. So in terms of just getting around the valley, if you're driving a Hummer, that's one end of the scale. If you're driving a Prius, that's more efficient. If you're riding a bicycle, that's even more efficient. So we always start off in the schools with basic energy lessons like this, because it's vital that they're understood before we move on to how a solar panel actually works and that kind of a thing.
Thank you, Noah, for being a guest on the AMS show.
Oh, you're welcome. I should say, too, Solar in the Schools is a donor-funded program, and we're very lucky to have some great donors in the Valley already, but we're always open for people who'd like to donate. You can come to the solarenergy.org and learn more about our program and donate through there. Thank you.